Hello everyone, this is Noor. Welcome back to my channel. I just cannot find the footage of my first time attempting this video. I uploaded from my SD card to my computer and it's just not accepting it. So I'm gonna go ahead and use another SD card for this one and try it again. I just don't know what's been happening. I tried everything I can to get the footage on my computer. It just doesn't want to accept it. It's just telling me file cannot be downloaded, and I was just really pissed, really annoyed, because I really wanted this video to be up before Valentine's Day because it's a really fun and easy look to create that I wanted to kind of share with everybody. So let's just say attempt number 2 for this tutorial. I really hope you guys enjoy it. I just really wanted to create something really simple and easy to do if you have a date on Valentine's Day, or you're going out with your hubby, with your boyfriend, with your girlfriends. You can go ahead and create something like this. It's really easy, really simple to do. I use palettes that, if you guys don't have, I'm positive that you might have colors lying around that's very similar to these kind of colors. So go ahead and grab them and let's get started with this tutorial. So the first thing I'm going to start off with is using a primer, and I'm using my Fenty Beauty primer. This is the Soft Matte Pro Filler primer. Mine is almost done. I also had the Fenty Beauty foundation. Believe it or not, I finished it. It's one of my favorite foundations too, but today I'm just gonna replace it with my Kat Von D as well. I'm kind of running out of foundations now. In my head, I'm like, I'm not sure if I want to go ahead and get the Fenty or get the Kat Von D. They're two of my favorites. So I'm kind of like still hesitant about it. I'm not really sure which one I want, but I do need a new foundation ASAP. So I'm just gonna add this primer all over my face. I've been breaking out a little bit on my forehead lately and also having super dry skin. So I've been moisturizing and exfoliating my life away. I kind of feel just a little bit of difference. Just a little bit, not that much. But it still feels a little bit more moisturizing than normally is. I'm gonna go ahead and moisturize my lips as well. This is my favorite one so far. It's actually my second tube. Same smell, same brand. This is the Sims Mocha Rose. The Mocha Rose one. I really like it. It's only $7 at Sephora, so why not? So I'm gonna go ahead and apply my foundation. So like I said, I'm going to be using my Kat Von D Lock-It foundation. This is in L48, which is my shade. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply a little bit of this. Now, I really love this foundation because it's a super high coverage, and this is what I really need in the winter time, because my skin tends to be quite sheer during the winter time and I absolutely hate it. So this foundation tends to really camouflage all the redness, the veining, the transparency going on in my face, and I just find the finish of it during the day as well. You guys see a big difference? There's a big difference there. I'm gonna do a little bit of a pump here too. Then I'm gonna go ahead and conceal and highlight at the same time. So I'm going to be using my Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer Cream in L9. And I'm also going to be mixing my Tarte Shape Tape in Fair Beige as well, just to kind of conceal and highlight at the same time. So this is the concealer. It's one of my favorite concealers at the moment. I also really like the Shape Tape one. The shade that I used to use to conceal with is finished, so now I'm just using this to kind of mix in together. I'm just gonna apply some on the forehead, the nose, the cupid's bow, and the chin to kind of just highlight everything. And I'm just gonna take my brush and blend everything out. once that's set and concealed and highlighted, I'm gonna go ahead and contour. I still use this. I mean, I love it a lot to contour. This is the Shine Free Foundation Stick Maybelline, I believe. Maybelline Fit Me in shade Coconut 355. It looks like that. Okay, mine is really jacked up. It's like melted and it's broken, but I still use it because I really like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and contour my face. I'm just gonna apply just like little lines. I don't want to go super intensely because I want this look to kind of somewhat be natural. I'm just gonna go ahead and contour. That's how I contour my nose. And a little bit here, chin area. Just contour there. And the forehead. That's all I do when it comes to contour. I don't really go crazy because I like to kind of enhance it a little bit more with the powder later. So I'm just gonna take the same brush and blend it out. For highlighting, I'm just going to take a little bit of the Fair Beige and just put it in the corners here to kind of just illuminate a little bit more my inner corners of the eyes. And I'm just going to take a little brush here and blend it out. Now I'm just going to take a little bit of my concealer and kind of just chisel out more the contour area. Not too much, just a little bit. Taking the same little brush that I use on my eye or under my eye. I'm just gonna go ahead and chisel out a little bit more of that contour, just like that. Next, I'm gonna take a little bit of my NYX Mineralize Set It and Don't Fret It mineralized powder, and I'm just gonna take a little bit of this to kind of just bake a little bit under my eyes. This is a really good powder, but I find that it's not light enough, but I just use it just to kind of set my under eye so it doesn't move during the day. And I'm just taking my Real Technique sponge with this. It's not wet, it's a dry one. I've never tried using loose powder with a wet sponge. I know a lot of you people like, what? But yeah, I don't really. I just like to use it with the dry one. Since I don't really bake that much in my personal life, like on the go, I just don't really do this step often. But when I like to kind of glam up and when I'm going out, I like to do it because I find like it lasts a little bit longer on my face. So while that's setting, I'm gonna go ahead and use a face powder everywhere. I just hate this. I hate this shirt because it keeps going up. Like, stay down. I think I'm gonna buy those tapies that you stick on, but even that doesn't work. Did you realize there's a lot of things that we buy that it just doesn't work? Story of my life. That's like basically every day. So I'm just gonna take a powder to set the whole entire face. I'm taking my Studio Fix powder in C3. I'm just gonna take a little bit of that and just gonna go ahead and set my whole entire face. I'm just gonna run it over a little bit that baking area, but since I'm gonna add illuminating powder at the end to kind of just brighten up a little bit under my eye, then I just kind of brush it through. So I'm just gonna brush that through like this. So once that's set the way I like it, I like to go ahead and do my eyebrows next. So the eyebrow I'm using the Anastasia Brow Wiz in Ebony. This is the pencil with the brush. I have to say I love this product, but the one I really like the most that I need to kind of buy myself a new one, I just realized I really need to stock up on certain things because I'm running out of a lot of my makeup lately. So I'm just going to brush up my brows like so. Like I was saying, the one I've been really liking, which I do have here but I have none in it, is this one. This is so good. I absolutely love it. This is the Precisely My Brow Pencil in shade 6. I love it so much. This is really nice when I actually redo my hair black, which I have to do soon, but it's so pretty. But Ebony does the same exact work, which I absolutely love. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start off with the lower part of the brow. And I'm not really putting much pressure on this. So I start off from the bottom of the brow. Obviously my brows are not even. I fake most of the lines out. I mean, if you have even brows, then you're very lucky, but I don't. And my hair is like really thin. I've been thinking about microblading them so much lately, but I can't find a good person. I really can't. That's how I do my brows. So I always like to start off with the bottom line first and kind of work my way out. And then this is a product that I've been really loving so far. This is the NYX Build Them Up Brow Powder Filler. I don't know if you guys ever seen this, but I absolutely love it. This is in shade, what shade? In Brunette. I really wish that I would have gotten just a lighter one, but this one works really well. I got this when I went to Toronto on my bachelorette party. That's like before the wedding. We went to the NYX store and I saw this in there. I'm like, oh my god, I need to have this. So this is a product or a way that I've been really loving so far doing my brows, is doing the feathery look and kind of just having it shade from light to dark. I'm trying my best with this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and create little flares. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna create little strokes like so. I have a scar going on here and I like to hide it so you guys can see. I just created those little hairs, standing up hairs like that, and I just take my brush and I brush it out so I can make it look natural as possible. And I'm just fading out the pencil. Next, I've been really liking this so far. This is the Motive Essential Brow Kit, and I think this is the only one that they have. So it comes like a little palette. So you have a wax. I never use the wax. I only use these two shades, and it comes with a brush that I also never use. I don't like it. First of all, the brush is like this and it's super thick, like it's really wide, that you can't really do precise brows with this kind of a brush. So I like to use my MAC 208 brush. I have two of them. I like to use the lighter one first and dip it into the lighter shade, and then like to go ahead and start sculpting the brow with this first. So I just kind of work my way out using the lighter shade at first, and then taking my other brush for the darker shade. There's no colors on there's no names on the shades. It just says Essential Brow Kit. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do the tail of the brow. Once the brow is the way I want it, so I'm just going to take a little bit of my foundation and a little straight brush. Please don't mind it, my brush is a bit dirty. And I just like to go ahead and clean up around the brow just to make it more precisely and more sharp, because that's how I like my brows. I like my brows to be sharp and precise as much as possible. And then once the brow is done, I like to go ahead and take my Benefit Gimme Brow in shade 1. This is the little one that I also need to buy myself a new one. And I just go ahead and I brush out my real hairs into place so like that they don't move. So this is how the brow is. Big difference. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill up the other brow, do one eye, and be back to the other eye tutorial and show you how I created it. This side is done. I still didn't put mascara on the lower lash line just because I'm gonna go ahead and add some powder. So I'm gonna wait till I add it up. So since I'm recreating this video, I decided to go ahead and grab another palette than the one I actually created before. This one, I wanted to go ahead and grab one of my newest palette, Juvia's Place, this one right here. This is the Nubian palette. Okay, I have to tell you, this is bomb. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show you guys the colors. So it's very neutral, it's perfect for everyday, a nice romantic dinner, or you know, Valentine's Day. It's such a cute color palette. I absolutely love it. So before I go ahead and use the palette, I'm just gonna go ahead and prime my eyelid. I'm using my Kat Von D Lack It color correcting eyeshadow primer, and this is the lighter one. I think she has these in different colors, but this is the lighter one I'm using, and this is in Fair. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put that all over my eyelid. I love this product, but the only thing I don't like about it is that it dries really fast. So you need to go ahead and blend it out right away before it dries out. But other than that, it makes the eyeshadows stuck on like super glue, and it's so good. Love it so much. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that out with my finger. I prefer to use a finger than a brush. I find with the heat of your hand, it blends the product much better. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab this shade right here. Now this palette does not have any names indicated of any sort, so I'm just gonna go ahead and show you the colors I'm grabbing. So this is the first color right here. I'm just using a big fluffy blending brush, and I'm just gonna go ahead and concentrate this color into the crease area and blend it out. So for me, I like to have my shadows really blended out. Skull, don't focus on him, camera. Don't focus on the skull. So I just really like to have my eyeshadows really nicely blended out, smoked out. It's the effect that I prefer more on my eye shape. If you're a precise kind of a person and like to have eyeshadows really precise, not too blended out, then that's a choice of yours. But me, I feel like since I have so much space, I'm gonna go ahead and bring out the color and just blend everything out just the way I like it. And I'm just gonna kind of fade out the colors too. So I'm just going to bring them outwards at the same time that I'm blending. So these are really easy. As you guys could tell, this is a really pigmented color. It's a pretty pigmented palette too. So I'm really excited to use the other ones. I bought quite a few of these. If you guys want to see like a haul / review on the Juvia's Place palettes that I've ordered, please let me know down below and I'll create a video separately about that. I also have a blush palette that I'm going to be using also in this video, so I'm quite excited about that too. So if you guys want to see a video, let me know. So once is the color blended out the way I like it, I'm just going to go ahead and grab this dark brown shade here. Now this is also a dark brown shade, but as you guys could tell, this is a pretty shimmery one. This is a matte one. So I really want to keep this look matte, except the inner corners. I'm going to be blending this color and this color together. But now I'm just going to grab this dark brown right here with the same brush, not too much, and I'm just going to focus this color on the outer corners. Look at that. It's pretty pigmented. That's why I said not too much. I always like to take the colors lightly in the beginning and then softly blend them out. So I'm just gonna go keep ahead and keep concentrating this darker shade on the outer corners of my eyelid, and make sure that I also blend it out to have a nice gradient like that. You want to make sure that you match with the other eye as much as you can. This is basically the key in makeup, is to have them matching and not, you know, look weird after. And then I'm going to take a little bit of this orange shade right here, also with the same brush, just a little bit, and I'm just going to dust it over both just to kind of just blend it out. So it has like that blended out look right there. I'm gonna go ahead and jump to the lower lash line. So I'm gonna grab the first brown shade that I grabbed in the beginning, and I'm just going to put that everywhere on the lower lash line like so, and smoke it out. If you guys don't know me, I love to have my lower lash line completely smoked out. It's the way and the style that I like to have. So I'm just gonna grab that dark brown shadow again and concentrate it on the outer corners, and also blend that baby out. I'm just gonna concentrate it more here too, just to have my eye pop, you know. So I'm just gonna take this big brush that has absolutely nothing on it, and I'm just gonna go ahead and blend everything out. I'm gonna go ahead and do some cut crease action in the inner corners. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of my Shape Tape concealer, add some at the back of my hand, and take a little shader or smudger brush. This is the MAC 214 brush. And I'm just gonna go ahead and cut my inner crease out. And I'm just going to apply that on the inner lid to kind of have a base for that new color that we're gonna be putting. So just blend it out. You want to make sure that it's going the same way as the other eye too, the same distance, because or else it's gonna look really weird. I'm just gonna take my finger and blend it out. So that's how I want it to be. And also go ahead and do the whole lid, but I'm actually planning to do a look just doing that like really nice cut crease, a little bit more dramatic for the Valentine's Day. I think I really want to do that. It's really fun. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab the palette again. I'm gonna start off with this shade right here. Now I have to say the shade is super pretty. It has that pinky reflects to it, which is perfect for this look. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pack it on. Look at this. Could you guys see that? It's so pretty. That shimmer, it's just to die for. I can definitely pop this on my cheek as well. I think it will look really pretty. I'm just gonna take a small little define blender brush. I'm gonna take the brown shade. I'm just gonna go ahead and enhance a little bit more the outer corners of my lid, and you want to make sure that you have them both meet each other here, because it's gonna look way nicer if there's like a little bit of a blended effect going on here. And I'm just going to smoke it out. I'm just gonna take the shade right here with my finger, just a little bit. You guys could tell how nice shimmery that is. And I'm just going to pack it right on top of that lighter shade before. I'm just going to use my fingers to do so. Look at that. Oh my god. So pretty. So pretty. I'm just gonna go ahead and lightly blend it out with that little brush too that I used here, just to have a nice blended out effect right there. I think the shimmery color just went a little bit more on the darker area, but it's okay. It's not a big deal. We like it anyways. I'm gonna go ahead and use a really light liner inside my eye. This is the MAC Chromographic NC15 NW20. These, I think they discontinued them. I'm not sure if they still have them. You might find them if you have a MAC Pro around you somewhere, but in the local MAC stores, I wanted to get it last time from my mom and they sold out. So I ended up going to Sephora instead and getting her the Sephora brand one, which works really good too. So I don't know, honestly speaking, if they still have this product in store. You can go ahead and try maybe the Pro Store. It would be an option if you'd like. So I just popped that right there. I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes and apply lashes too. So I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes. I'm using a lash curler that is actually new. I'm so excited to be talking about this brand. It's a brand from my dear friend Nadia. She created her own lash brand, which is what I'm gonna be using today. Is these lashes right here. Look how nice these are. This is her brand too. It was really nice and sweet of her to sponsor me with some of her lashes. So that's why I'm gonna be doing a video just talking about how to apply lashes. So that's gonna be next. And I'm gonna go ahead and coat my lashes using Benefit Their Real mascara. This is one of my favorite mascaras ever. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of mascara on my lashes, just a tiny bit. I like to do this before applying falsies. So I'm gonna go ahead and film that video, and I'll be right back to finish up the face with you guys. All right, you guys, the babies are on. Let's go ahead and finish up the face. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take this brush. There's nothing on it, just to kind of dust out any fallouts from the eyeshadows and just have everything in place like so. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. This baby is restocked and ready to go. I'm so happy that this is a refillable one. You guys have no idea how that makes me so excited. So I'm just gonna grab this lighter shade right here. This is called Lucid, and I'm just going to apply Lucid on the lower lash line just to kind of brighten up a little bit more. Like as I said before, the NYX mineralized loose powder that I applied, I like it to set it in, but I just don't find it's brightening enough. And I'm just gonna mix a little bit of this yellow shade to Lyric just to kind of brighten up a little bit more. I love brightness under my eye as much as possible, and I think I need to go ahead and get myself a nice brightening baking powder that I can use. I can look flawless. So now I'm gonna go ahead and contour. I'm gonna be going again with the same palette. I'm gonna be grabbing Shadowplay. It's one of my favorite contour powders ever, and I'm just gonna take a little bit because this stuff is pigmented. Go ahead and contour my face with this. I always like to use the Shade and Light brush as well. It's the brush that I just cannot get rid of. I love it so much, and I cannot go anywhere without my brush, literally speaking. So I want to keep the face really nice, soft and glowy. So I'm just gonna go ahead and lightly contour my face. I don't want to go too intense with this look. I'm just gonna go ahead and contour my nose as well. I don't like to go super intense on my nose or else I'm gonna see that it's like super contoured. So I like to go very lightly with my nose. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of my forehead as well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab that brush and the powder and lightly go ahead and bronze up my forehead just a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and apply mascara on the lower lash line because I find my eyes look weird, like they're not complete, and I hate it. So I'm just gonna grab a little bit of that. I hate doing this because most of the time I get mascara on my skin all the time and I hate it. I'm gonna go ahead and apply some blush. I'm gonna be using the Saharan blush volume 2. Do they have volume 1? I think they have volume 1, but it was darker. So I grabbed the lighter one that can go for my skin tone, and it looks like that. Oh my god, this is so pretty. I really don't know which color I want to grab. This color would be really nice to like contour with, but I already did that. Whoops, sorry. And this one, Zuba, it's like a nice, what, highlight color. Oh my god, I want to pop that on my face. It's so pretty. But I think I'm gonna grab the the peachy tone right here. I love pinks, but I find once I'm pale, I don't really like pinks as much. I prefer more peachy, but when I tan, I just love the pink tones. But I'm gonna grab a little bit of Tau, T-A-U, Tau, T-A-U, Tau. But I'm grabbing a little bit of that on my brush. I don't know how pigmented this is. Ooh, okay, I see you. Do you guys see that? I see you, blush. You are very pretty. Oh my god, I really like this. I approve. I find blush completes the whole face and highlight too. I think I added a little bit too much on this cheek. God, yeah, I did. But you're still pretty though. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. It's so pretty. So I'm just gonna take my powder brush and just blend it out a little bit so it doesn't look super intense. But it looks really nice. I really like it. This is pretty. Yep, I dropped my brush. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face. I ran out of my Urban Decay All-Nighter spray. You see, I do need to replenish, but I'm gonna grab one of those babies. These are the Max Snowball collection that they came up with. And just to go with this look, I'm gonna grab Rose. So, it looks really nice. I'm just gonna go ahead and spray my face with this. It's been a while I haven't used Fix Plus 2. Like, I really miss this product. It's super good. Oh, okay. I'm scared. Ooh. Smells so good, and I think I sprayed a little bit too much, but it's never too much when it comes to fixing sprays, let's be real. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my Fenty Beauty. This is the KillaWatt highlighters. I'm gonna grab Hustler Baby. Is it called Hustler? Hustler Baby, which is this shade right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and highlight my face with this. It's so nice. Look at that, girl. And then for lips, last but not least, I'm gonna go ahead and apply a gloss. This is also from Fenty Beauty. This is the Fenty Glow Bomb. I am obsessed with this. It's kind of like my everyday gloss. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I find it so pretty, and it smells and it feels so good. You're gonna laugh at me, but if you're Arabic, like I am, the smell of this gloss, it smells a lot like that tobacco you put in the shisha, in the hookah. Is that what you call? Or in the shisha? It smells exactly like that, and I love that smell because it's like super fruity and sweet, and I love it. So this is how the gloss looks like. Ooh, look at the highlight. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you guys are curious about all the products I use in this video, please make sure that you check out the info box, because I'm gonna have everything written and listed down below for you guys as well. And if you want to see my next video, make sure that you click on the bell, the notification, so you can get notified every time I upload a new video. And please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. I would highly appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.